The bankers are now cornered, and the London Guardian reports they're now saying, oh, guess what? You don't owe as much money as we said. The bank has all these assets. We're going to talk about that when we come back. Iceland is standing up.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow, step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
One major world crisis away from having a totalitarian type of system.
The main event is the wholesale destruction of the world economy.
The push for every nation on the globe to identify and number all of its citizens.
Friends, I hope that you will order Shadow Government from Infowars.com. We also have some specials where you can get some of our other films half price when you order Shadow Government. A new level in production quality and in information. It exposes how a cashless society, surveillance, beast grid of total control is being put into place. This film needs to be seen. Everybody needs to get it. So order yours today. Show it to your friends, your family, your church, your neighbors, your boss, your employees. Shadow Government, ladies and gentlemen. Get your copy at Infowars.com today. Shadow Government. It gives Big Brother a black eye. Available at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. New film we're carrying, Shadow Government. Blew my socks off. It's got Catherine Albrecht in it. It's got G. Edward Griffin, so many others. Amazing new documentary film. We have them in stock, discounting it out of the gates, and you can get Fall of the Republic half price when you get it with Shadow Government. We have some other specials on T-shirts as well, all at Infowars.com. We have the apparel where you can openly stand up against the New World Order, identify, meet like-minded people. All available at Infowars.com. We've got a bunch of specials where you can get videos for half price, get free videos, get free T-shirts, a bunch of specials, new specials at Infowars.com, or call toll-free and tell them you want Shadow Government and that you want to get Fall of the Republic half price, exposing the criminal banking cartel. The public wants to know why they're losing their savings and their jobs. It's our job to expose these people. Shadow Government, Fall of the Republic, Infowars.com, or call toll-free 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. And you can see all of my films in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. We run the special in December and partway into January every year. It ends this Friday at midnight. You can get 5+ months free right now at prisonplanet.tv, and we stream the live radio show as video. A lot more than just a webcam here, ladies and gentlemen. The document cam, our guest, everything. Higher quality archives of the radio show, prisonplanet.tv, and you can download and burn the films and TV shows to disc on whatever topic you wish. It's all covered. FEMA camps, vaccines, the environmental fake takeover, all of it covered at prisonplanet.tv. And I want to open the phones up for our guest specifically on Bankergate. If you specifically have questions for our guest on what's happening in Iceland, what's happening in Europe, what's happening here in the U.S., on how they stood up to the bankers, how they're starting to defeat them. The toll-free number to join us today on this Wednesday, the 13th day of January 2010, is 1-800-259-9231, 800-259-9231. And joining us via video Skype from the capital of Iceland is the member of parliament and the chairman of her party that is really gaining more and more seats and more and more popularity as the people stand up and find their legs against the bankers. Birgitta Jónsdóttir, again, is our guest. As we went to break, I was asking the question for people that just joined us. Now that it looks like Iceland's going to vote against paying this fraudulent debt to the bankers that have already robbed you, they just want more now. Now they go, oh, suddenly we found all these assets in the bank. Looks like you don't owe us, even though it's fraudulent, owe us as much as we thought. So now they're backing off, going, okay, we won't destroy you. We won't embargo you. We won't put blockades up. We won't destroy your nation after we already robbed it if you just pay us a third of what we wanted. So, again, we're showing that these guys are paper tigers, straw men, if you'll just stand up and fight them. And leading that fight, we are so honored to have you, and we salute you because we're all in this fight together. Please continue.
Okay, I just want to clarify one thing, that the people that are really leading this fight are the people of Iceland.
Yes.
And
yeah, but I mean, you come up in all the major newspapers around the world, and of anybody, you really are the figurehead and a quite well spoken one as well. So I mean, it's your face there on the front of the ship.
Well, in some aspects, but however, it's been a lot of people working on this, and so I don't want to take all the credit for it. One thing that we should also bear in mind when it comes to the Icelandic saga, the Icesave saga and the entire collapse, is that I met with John Perkins last year, just before I got elected into Parliament, and I asked him, what should we do to get rid of the IMF? And he told me that he was the most important thing we could do, and I think the same applies to you in the States and all over the world, is that you are the creator of your reality, and if you want changes, you are going to have to do something, okay? And obviously we were hit by an economic hitman. I don't know who it is or if there were many, but it is blatantly obvious, and it was very interesting how Iceland, when we were actually doing really well, they decided to go into the biggest construction, constructing a huge dam in order to give Alcoa dirt cheap energy that nobody knows the price of. And that's one of the battles, is just to find out how cheap they're getting the energy. And the policy of the government that was previously, and the government that was previous to that, was basically to sell Iceland's energy dirt cheap. They were basically pimping Iceland. If you would read some of the proposals on getting all the aluminum smelters into Iceland, which is, by the way, one of the last pristine nature in Europe, you would be shocked. So there are many aspects to this saga, and we're just in the beginning of understanding how deep it goes, and it will be very interesting to see who are the corrupt people, and if the nation has the guts to have them punished in one way or another for how they have sold out our country. And the interesting thing as well is that when the British decided to use the Terrorist Act on Iceland, Very similar to how, the Chinese took over Tibet. The Tibetans didn't have any army. They had a few people with guns that were hunters. Icelanders don't have any army or military, and our cops don't even carry guns.